Step 1. Figure out the conclusion of the argument. This first boldface is the conclusion here. Step 2. Link the two bold parts with the conclusion here. See, the first boldface itself is the conclusion, and the second boldface supports the main conclusion, and therefore the second boldface supports the first boldface. So with that groundwork, let's look at the answer choices. Any answer choice that does not say that the first is the main conclusion of the argument cannot be correct. See, answer choice B says that first is a premise. That's not correct. Remember, premise is something from which the conclusion is derived, and a conclusion always involves a derivation. In a reasoning, a conclusion is not simply stated. There's always some reasoning behind it. So the main conclusion can never be a premise. So answer choice B can be eliminated. Answer choice E should also be eliminated. Answer choice E should also be eliminated. The term a conclusion is for an intermediate conclusion or a secondary conclusion. So this is not likely to be correct, and answer choice C goes on to say that the second is the main conclusion of the argument, which is not the case. First is the main conclusion of the argument. It's between A and D now. Choice D, a very subtle mistake here, saying that the second is a premise for which no support is provided. As I just explained, when there is a reasoning involved, what follows is not a premise. What follows is a conclusion. And you see, for the second boldface here, there is a reasoning involved, that since something, comma, something else. So to say that no support is provided would not be correct, and to say that the second is a premise would again not be technically correct. Let's confirm answer choice A. To say that this is the main conclusion is perfectly alright, and then to say that the second is another conclusion. See, this term here, another conclusion, is alright because the second boldface has some reasoning involved here. So a good term here. Another conclusion, that means a secondary conclusion of sorts. And very importantly, this secondary conclusion supports the first, the main conclusion. So a very good job here by choice A in explaining the roles played by the two bold-faced parts in the argument. A is the correct answer choice.